G'day cocktail lovers! I'm continuing my quest to milk clarify the most popular cocktails in the world and see if that makes them better. Today I'm doing definitely one of the most popular cocktails in the world, the Porn Star Martini. And I'm going to start with my potentially controversial view. This is a garbage tier cocktail. It is fruit juice that gets you drunk. It's something about the name, Porn Star Martini. Ooh, saucy. And fruit juice that gets you drunk gets people in. And look, I get it. Sometimes you just want fruit juice that gets you drunk. But maybe, just maybe, you want a cocktail with a bit more character, even if it's fruity and getting you drunk. Anything but vodka in my book. I've done lots of experiments with popular vodka-based cocktails. They're always improved by substituting other spirits. Gin is one of the most obvious substitutes in the Porn Star Martini, and I actually have a passion fruit gin. As there's passion fruit flavors in the Porn Star Martini, I'm going to use this and I'm going to milk clarify it. There's actually two reasons for using this flavored gin rather than vodka. One, vodka's bullshit. Two, when you milk clarify a drink, you soften the flavors. So there's already no spirit flavor with a Porn Star Martini. So if you're going to milk clarify it, it's, going to be even lighter. So I just thought something that has a bit of taste, has a bit of character, will carry over in an interesting way through the clarification process. If you're fancy and have a fresh passion fruit when you're making this, use a fresh passion fruit. I didn't have one. I did have some passion fruit pulp in a can that I'd had saved just for such an occasion as this. So I have my passion fruit gin, passion fruit pulp, and some passion fruit liqueur. It's all coming together, and this is how we make it. I like to make a bit of a batch for a clarified cocktail, more than one drink, but I'll tell you the measurements for one serve. In my mixing glass, I'm putting 2 ounces, 60 mils of the passion fruit gin, then half an ounce or 15 mils of a passion fruit liqueur, 1 ounce or 30 mils of passion fruit pulp, half an ounce or 15 mils of lime juice, half an ounce or 15 mils of sugar syrup. If you're making a single serve, you'd shake that and serve it, but that's not what we're doing. So we add our cocktail to milk in a ratio of 4 parts of the cocktail to 1 part milk. You'll see that start to curdle pretty much straight away, but you can leave it for up to half an hour just to get some good separation, and then you pour that through a coffee filter. The tip I always give, the curds are what does the clarification, so they need to settle to fully clarify the drink, so the first amount of liquid that runs through will run through cloudy, so you let it run for a while, and when it's coming through clear, you put that first bit back through, or alternatively, filter the whole drink more than once. Normally I like to pour my clarified cocktails over sexy clear ice to really show off the ice, but as this has, it's martini in name only, but why not serve it up in a martini glass, because it looks a bit elegant then, and it's got some lovely clarity in there. But how does it taste? The fruit elements are coming through so well. Just that nice passion fruit taste, even though you could argue the liqueur was definitely artificial. The pulp was real if canned, and I do believe this passion fruit gin is actually steeped in real passion fruit rather than an artificial flavour. So the lime juice and the passion fruit are coming through quite well. It's tang. This tastes like a very light fruit juice that will get you drunk. So there you go. It's at least got a bit more character than an average Porn Star Martini, and it looks nice as well. So I'm going to sit back, pretend I'm elegant, sipping this from my martini glass. Hope you're looking after yourself wherever you are. Hope you come back and see me again sometime soon. Who knows what little weird things I'll be doing with cocktails, or maybe it'll be something really mundane and middle of the road. You'll have to come back and check, and I'll be here. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Until I do see you again, I'll say cheers.